Okay, this video is going to be about adding paint to your interior walls, and honestly, I thought I had it covered in one of the tutorial videos, and I guess I don't. Or if I do, I can't find it. First of all, okay, so I got my 3D view open, and I temporarily hid the roof category. Um, so this gives you a chance to see the inside. I find it easier to apply the paint in a section view or an elevation of the wall. Um, you can try it both ways. But first, let's add some paint to our materials. So let's go manage and go to materials. And if you do a search for paint, now you may or may not have some of these colors or things here listed. Anderson white, that came from some windows or the doors, I'm sorry. Um, And some of these are finishes that came from things that we installed, okay, doors and windows. But if you come down here, and if this bottom portion isn't showing, you just click that materials panel right there. And these are the other um, Autodesk materials that get installed on your computer. And you can kind of scroll down and see some of them that are there. Um, Nothing that really will work for us, but I want to take this wall texture orange peel and I'm going to load it into my project, and I want to duplicate it, and I'm going to, you pick a color, okay, wall texture, I'm going to say blue, okay. And now let's come over here, and in our we want to do both graphic and appearance, okay? Or we could go to appearance, find what we want. Let's do that. So we come down here under parameters. Let's see. I'm going to change the name there. Blue description. Blue. Okay. Um, and now let's change our color. And you can pick one of these colors here, or you can come over into here and kind of pull the slider down, move it around. And I kind of like that one there. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. So we'll say okay. And now back, and this kind of stuff right here, just you can leave it as the default settings would be fine. The the pattern, it has like a texture, almost like if you roll paint with a roller, and if you use a half-inch thicker roller, you get a more of a texture color to it. You can leave that. That'll be fine for what we're doing in these exercises. So let's go back to the graphics tab, and we'll just say use the render appearance, and that puts that blue color in. The rest can be left as none. And then we'll say okay. And if you want, you can add, a couple other colors to your project. That'll be fine. Now, and if you apply paint to a wall, it will do the entire length of the wall, because when you look at it, that wall goes the length of the house. So we have to split the surface of that wall. So let's go to modify, and I'm going to do it two ways here. I'm going to do it in 3D, and I'm going to do it, let me do it in the section first. I just think it's easier in the section view. And so we go here to split face, and what this does is it just splits the face of the element, the wall or the floor or ceiling, whatever, so that you can apply a different finish to that particular face. Okay. And so the first thing you do is you select the wall, And then you're going to draw lines. And if you look, you can see little kind of orange um, borders, if you will, around the top edges and the openings. So I want to come here to the wall right here, and I have to go from top of wall to bottom of wall. And I'm going to go from the edge of this closet wall and go down. I'm drawing a line. You could pick a line. That would be fine too. Uh, and then I escape or right click and cancel, and then I finish that. Now I can apply paint to that wall. So I'll come back up here to paint, choose the one that I created, and you just come over here and click into that wall. Okay, and so now you can see I've added that. And now I'm in my 3D view, and so I could spin around, and you have to, let me get this thing up so we can see it, because this wall right here goes out into the hallway, and we're not going to do a color out there, so I'll have to split the face of that one also. So I select that wall, and then I have to grab the right corners and go down until I connect with the top and the bottom, those orange lines at the top and the bottom. Okay. Now, that's how you do it. The problem that you're going to have to work with is if you're going to do the end walls, like these end walls right here, you're not going to paint up above the ceiling. Okay. So when you split this wall, I would have to go to the top of the wall here, and this is a little tricky to see. So I'm going to go to the top of the wall there and snap, and then come over this new thing with the mouse that's kind of weird. But then come over to, I'm going to go to that one there because that's where it joins. And now I can apply that color to that surface. And when the ceiling is put back in, there's no paint above the ceiling. Okay, so that's how you split wall elements and apply paint to rooms. The other things like windows, your windows, window trim, those are, you can apply colors. Well, let's look at this in realistic. Okay, so when we did the trim on these windows here, we didn't apply any color to it, but I'm not requiring you to do that. But the doors and the windows, if you look at their properties, oh wait, let me select a window here. You can see right here, it's got material colors already applied to it. Okay. And so those are changed in the family, not so much in the project like this. But any interior trim, you can change the colors for it. Wall sweep base. Anyway, we're not going to get too heavy into that. So that's how you do the wall elements and adding paint to the rooms.